So trying to keep control over your lover. What are some positive aspects of trying to keep control over your significant other?
You're able to protect them
Keeping them
more.
they're less likely to get into trouble.
Interesting that you guys are quick to use protection as that first thing. What in the world is really so harmful?
You're afraid someone else is going to come in and go off with them.
That protectiveness is usually very ulterior in motive. It's never an actual, I want to protect you because I'm afraid of burglars or snakes.
More like I guess more like selfishness.
It is a very selfish desire. It's like, anyone watch Tangled?
Yeah.
You know the song Mother Knows Best?
Yes.
As endearing and cute as that sounds, is any of that meant to be like a positive thing?
No.
But I guess like I mean, if you're not selfish at all, then like that could have some drawbacks.
Well, absolutely. I mean, you want to, so biologically, especially girls, we want a guy to show some kind of possessive mark over us. One of the reasons why girls like hickeys so much is that it shows some kind of possessive mark over the individual. Now, we don't like over-possession, but we like our possession done keyly. So on certain days like Valentine's Day, we want our guy to go over and out of his way, sort of like peeing on us. You know, we want our guy to go over and out of his way to show this bitch is mine, this is where my babies will come from, this is mine. And we do that through flowers and over extravagant love presents, things like that. Now, guys feel the need to protect because of that biological concern of, if I leave, someone else will carry her away. Like, literally, like, oh. Like, I mean, like, metaphorically, like, literally just, oh, today, you know, got myself another one. So guys are legitimately concerned that one day my mate will be taken from me. So they then go out of their way to sort of ooze overprotection over the girls. And no, if you are in a relationship with an overprotective guy, it is like a wave coming over you. That's literally what it feels like. It's like something like slime, like oozes over you. Oh, just this guy's inadequacies as a man, like sticking to you because he's afraid that you're gonna be like, oh, you're so much more attractive. Be careful with that. It will lead to heartache always. There's something that you guys haven't mentioned.
What is that?
Vanity.
Oh, okay.
Vanity. Don't these people like looking pretty?
Yes.
The hell?
Wait, let me see. I want to see. Oh my god.
Show the camera.
Wait, who's the other person?
Don't show the camera.
Susan.
Don't show the camera.
Wait, who's the other person? It's Song.
It was a joke. The Mary Sues, they always come in to carry the maid.
Oh, someone's carrying.
from the Robert King.
Isn't it just adorable? We all just love Inuyasha so much. By the way, let's look at a weird example with Inuyasha. So, y'all know Kagome, right?
Yes, we know Kagome.
Have we forgotten about Hojo?
Oh my god.
I have not forgotten about him. Okay, I just like.
I mean, this guy did everything for her.
But like, well, then again, like, I mean, like, how? I mean, doesn't he like before she goes off to like the feudal Japan? Is he like? I don't remember.
No.
You start sitting on her after.
Yeah, like bad timing. I'm just saying.
But it's not. I'm
Why?
sorry.
But come on, and then in the second one, the second movie, the other guy that was supposed to be like Hojo, but not really Hojo. Like he was really annoying.
Ancestor of Hojo.
Yes, the ancestor.
Yeah, so was Nobunaga, but we didn't kill him in Volume 3.
I don't know. I just.
Moreover, why do girls like the bad guys so much?
Because they feel they can protect you better.
Really? Because he carries a He rides a motorcycle. I'm totally safe.
Because
really?
Because humans are strange.
And there's that whole
there's some attraction.
Oh yeah, that's something I heard.
They seem like the more powerful.
Yeah, you want to be able to like. It was in the movie The Ghost of Girlfriend's Past. Have you ever seen the movie? Well, anyway,
Of course not. I
and
haven't.
and they're saying how like the part of like girls like wanting to like fix the guy, and their guy's like, oh, we feel like we can fix them, we can do what we can, change them, and da da da.
Girls and guys, I'd like to present to you two the project. What is the project?
It's the person that the other person wants to fix.
Or the fixer-upper. Like a bat. It's hilarious because girls will refer to men like cars. It's quite funny. It's like, I'm having the project. This this is now a vehicle that you must tune up, you know. That's painfully distracting for just a moment. No!
That's strange.
So, what's so positive aspects to the project? You get a nice polished man in the end.
Sometimes.
What if you fail horribly?
No, there is really no way to fail the project because you end up with status quo. Which is never bad.
But what if he dumps
I
it and he
mean,
goes
well,
off and he's all
Inuyasha does get a little bit better. Like later on, he does get a little bit more like feelings.
No,
like,
what
you
do you
know,
this?
no, but I mean, he still has issues, obviously. I mean, like what?
Let me get my casual thinker face on.
No, but he is a bit more like toward the end, he's more like, oh, I want to be with you, I love you.
Are you done? Okay.
But doesn't the part of it kind of go along with the protection thing you were talking about before that might be bad? I don't really consider Inuyasha bad. But
Want to know when Inuyasha starts getting closer to Kagome? Do you want to know a key part?
What part was it? Yeah, because like.
When Koga appears!
Yeah,
Amazing how jealousy can drive a man to become suddenly very affectionate.
it's funny because like she's not interested at all.
I don't think so. Far better option.
Oh
they're both crazy.
no!
What?
Very
Like-
no!
I like his little furry man skirt, okay? Better than the hammer pants. Better than the hammer pants.
I do like his ponytail. I'll give him that.
Yeah, it's like I think I.
Anyways, what are some negative aspects of the project other than he might be becoming better than you?
Or
And failing. Because he
Have we seen projects fail though?
He doesn't appreciate.
Do men though ever appreciate when this is a man?
No.
Never. Never. Not really.
I appreciate you.
Depends on the series. Maybe just a little.
I'm like my car.
Let's talk about Destiny, kids.
Destiny?
Let's talk about Destiny.
That's the first love in Deji.
Oh, Destiny. It doesn't.
Greg, you an eraser.
So who's Destiny and why haven't I met her yet?
Destiny is actually a 24-year-old blonde living in Fort Worth. She's quite lovely. Quite lovely.
Actually, Destiny's actually a 34-year-old black-haired blind woman who can see the future.
Destiny is like the stripper du jour at Hot Chicks back home. Which is a lovely establishment, very, very clean restrooms, by the way. How many times have you heard that our love is fated?
Several.
Is that effective?
No.
Highly! I'm sorry, does that not almost always lead to sex?
No,
Or some kind of ass being given? You say that panties drop. I'm sorry, that is a panties drop phrase. Our love is fated up there. That is a panties drop phrase. And you know it. You cannot tell that you have read an anime or manga that has been said and some kind of negative response has come out of it outside of Moroku, which I think maybe a couple times. Maybe. But that in itself is a panties drop phrase, and you know it. Why do we believe so greatly in these fated loves?
Because you want it. You want it. It's just a nice thing to look at, I guess. Nice, like.
Makes you feel special.
It makes
It's a
you
nice idea.
feel that it never ends.
I'm going to sit here quietly and let you all look at this pathetic job. Okay, so let's briefly, for a second, go back to the bad boy, because I want to, and I can't. I'm the president.
Why?
Let's go back to the bad boy
like
briefly.
Owl? I mean, no, not like Lay.
Do you say L?
Yeah, I actually said Owl the first time. I was like, oh yeah.
Consider Light a bad boy? Now,
He's a
let's
psycho.
bend on the bad boy briefly. I want you guys to really, really think about it. Now, we settle a great deal a lot in relationships nowadays. And I want, who's seen Gravitation? Oh, good God. Okay. For those of you who haven't, I suggest that you at least know what it's about, because it's one of those great examples of how love goes awry. Yuki and Suichi are probably the most abusive, manipulative, horrible relationship probably out there in anime history. And I'm sorry, fangirls, am I wrong? Is this really a loving and tender relationship? Is this really some loving and tender You know, isn't there something, you know, nice and pure there?
I'm gonna move in with you.
Turn it around and take them apart and ignore them.
Hit them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I hate you.
Cheat on them.
but we question ourselves through the entire series. And we see this also with, here's a more common one, Sasuke and Sakura.
Ugh.
Why do you stay? Why? Why do we want a bad boy so badly, and we are willing to completely ignore, you know, the Hojo's board? Why do we want the bad boy so badly?
Because he showed, because I think one example of Sakura and Sasuke is because he showed affection like once to her, and she was like,
There's hope.
Okay, so if I hug you once, suddenly that means I want to have sex with you or some kind of other meaningful
Well, I don't know, I
relationship.
mean,
Yeah.
it's weird. I mean, like,
she was like, hope, and then she decided that.
I don't know. I mean, like, there was something I saw on YouTube one time. It was kind of funny how like this girl was like, yeah, I'm with like well, they're asking like, why do girls like, you know, jerks and everything. She's like, oh well, jerks are more fun and everything, and even though they treat me bad and everything, and like, and when she broke up, and she's like, oh well, do you miss him? And she's like, no. And she's like, yeah, I'm with a nice boy now, but it's like really boring and everything. I'm just like, okay.
Let me tell you a weird psychological phenomenon that's happening within the West. It's not really happening in the East so much because they sort of have different views on marriage and love and all of this stuff. But currently in the West, we're facing this whole plague of this strong inability to be alone. We're always connected. Think of the way you're always on Facebook, always on Twitter, always on some kind of social media. You're never really alone. You're always talking to someone, right? I mean, how many times outside of sleeping are you truly just, this is me, myself, and nothing else? Not often. Not often at all. We are incessantly afraid of being alone. So guess what? Because of that fear, we're willing to settle. And it's happening to everyone, because this, back in like the 90s, it was just a girl issue. It's now a multi-spectral issue of guys hooking up with girls that are terrifying. We're talking like harpies, like, just like come in, like, devour, you know, men's spirits, like succubus gone awry. You know, we'll see men enter these relationships with people that are just blatantly toxic, just ooze, like a grimer, just like, I need to suck out your soul. Like, blatant. We're so afraid to be by ourselves, to be alone, that we are willing to settle. And of course, you know, you're like, oh, that's not me. Every girl thinks that. Every guy thinks that. And then something happens, and you have that moment where you are unable to be by yourself. Because don't get me wrong, I dated the Yuki of the world. It was awful. Don't do it. Learn from Senpai's mistakes. It was horrid. Do not be so afraid of being by yourself that you're willing to settle. Simultaneously, do not ignore a good thing when it happens. Hojos aren't real. There's a reason for that. We are killing them. We as a society are killing off these nice guys. Well, fuck you, baby.
That's exactly what I read on somebody's Facebook. They put that. They were like,
We're killing the nice guys. You know, when the bad boy dumps us, we're, well, I'm kind of alone now. And usually the nice guy's here to pick up my broken pieces and, you know, fetch my stuff from the curb, but he's not here now. Guess what? He's begging your best friend. You made him mad.
I think, like, why don't just, I don't know, the good girls go with the bad boys and then the bad boys go with the
Oh, sure, we'll just categorize it. You know, at birth, we'll all just take tests. We'll sort of corral.
I mean, what else are you gonna
Coach
do?
rolls over here, and the bad one's over here. Next to
But I mean, like, what else are you gonna do?
We'll have little hamster habitats of people.
Hey, ask me anything wrong.
Excited now.
No, but I mean, like, if you do it that way, then, like, you know, I don't know.
Or we can just love. Where did that
That's true, but humans are...
No, there's no but to that.
Extreme.
There's no but to that. Why can't we just
Yes, they are.
love? Why can't we just be happy? Why can't we just organically fall? Like, not force falling, not like, well, yeah, he hits me, but it's okay. Not force falling, because I've seen that a lot. Like, you have to, like, rationalize what your boyfriend is doing. Don't do that. It's like, oh, I'm sure he's just late. No, dude, he's doing something pretty catastrophic. I still love our hamster habitat model of life. So, don't be so afraid of being alone or being rejected because of society's kind of issue with you. Because society has an issue with being alone. We don't want to be alone as a society. We really don't like it. It's sort of a negative, sort of, oh, you're antisocial kind of thing. No, what you need to say is, I'm waiting for the proper mate.